Paddler. What do you know about the Great Canoe Fish?
The Great Canoe Fish? My goodness, I hadn't thought about him in a long time. He must be well over 200 years old now.
200 years old?
I wouldn't be surprised if he hit the size of a canoe.
The size of a canoe? Mr. Paddler, that's impossible.
Or maybe a really small canoe.
Tell us more, Mr. Paddler.
Or,
You do know more, don't you?
yes, I just didn't know if you were ready to hear it.
Of course we're ready. Yeah. We are. Of course I am. We promise, Mr. Paddler. We are.
Well, perhaps if y'all were to come help me pick some blueberries, I could tell you about the time I caught him.
What?
You actually caught the Great Canoe Fish?
No. No one's ever caught him. He doesn't even exist. He's just a legend.
Well, sometimes, young man, it's reality that gives birth to the legends.
Hey, come on. We're gonna go pick blueberries right now. Come on.
It all started on the day my twin brother and I turned 18. After years and years of begging, we finally convinced our great-great-grandfather to tell us where the canoe fish lived.
Whoa. Well, how did he know?
Well, that's a whole nother story. Anyhow, by mid-afternoon, we were skimming down the river towards that rock that looked like a big pregnant pig.
A pregnant pig?
That's right. We fished for about 2 days and caught several brim, nothing large. But on the third day, my brother was laying on the rock looking into the river when all of a sudden the water started rippling like something was coming up from way down deep. And then it appeared, a fish's face bigger than a man's head, this close to my brother's face. Boy, I wish I could have looked into his eyes the way my brother did. Well, I quickly reeled in my line and put 10 fresh fat worms on that hook.
10?
Lickety-sizzle, I cast that bait out in front of that fish, and my brother and I just barely did breathe. Then that old fish looked at us, and he looked at those worms, and he smiled. Yeah, he smiled, and then he bit down on that hook. Oh boy, my brother grabbed a hold of that pole because he was heavy. And we started reeling him in, and he lay in that water as docile as anything you ever saw. Well, we reeled him in and got his head out of the water, and then some of his body, and then more and more of his body. But then he opened up his mouth and let that hook go.
No.
As if he'd been in control the whole time. Well, he splashed back down into the water, flipped a fin up at us, and then sank down right in front of us, out of sight.
Wow.
Whoa.
Well, it's a good fairy tale anyways.
It is not.
How about we take a canoe trip to find out?
Hey, Mr. Bowen.
Hey guys, how are y'all?
A real canoe trip.
With Mr. Collins.
Well, how long?
Well, I figure about 3 days.
Yes. Think our parents will let us go?
It's probably worth asking, don't you think?
Mine will.
You think we can leave Mom all alone? I'm not sure, Circus. I miss Daddy.
Me too, sweetheart.
Why? All you ever do is fight. How can you miss that?
You know that's not true. I miss his laughter. I miss the fun that we all have with him. Don't we have fun with our dad?
I just forget all the fun times. That way I don't miss him. Is he even coming home?
Yes.
When?
Hello, sweetheart. No warm welcome from my favorite set of twins?
Hey, Dad.
Can Dragonfly and I go on a canoe trip with the gang and Barry Bowman?
Well, seems like to me we need some good quality family time.
That's exactly what we've been having while you've been gone.
We've also been getting bold since Daddy's been gone, haven't we?
No, sir.
Theodore.
Good evening, Daniel. Ruth, I'm very sorry to be interrupting dinner.
It's okay.
Listen, I'm going to be gone for a few days, and I was wondering if you might be interested in working my farm while I'm away.
Of course.
Good.
Where are you going?
I'm going on a canoe trip with Barry Bowman and the gang. And actually, I was wondering if Circus and Dragonfly might be able to come along.
I didn't know you were going too. You'll keep a good eye on our kids?
Yes, sir, I will.
Well, I don't see why we can't postpone family time for a few days.
Great. Thank you. Good night, everyone.
Hey, watch it.
Who are you?
Who are you?
I'm Dragonfly.
Shorty Long.
So which one are you, short or long?
Hey, you're not a member of the Sugar Creek Gang, are you?
Yeah, I am. And you won't guess what we get to do.
What's that?
Tomorrow, we're gonna go catch the Great Canoe Fish.
How do you know where to find them?
Old man Paddler told us.
I gotta go.
Bye. Circus. Sorry. Who was that?
Shorty Long.
Funny name. What were you talking about?
Nothing.
Bob, stop.
Hey, Bob, tell me. What?
What?
Guess what?
What?
The Sugar Creek Gang's going on a trip
So,
in search of the Great Canoe Fish. They get old man Paddler to talk?
think about how proud Dad would be if he caught it.
I'm gonna catch it. Don't worry. You're gonna help. And so are you. Let's go.
I don't see why Circus gets to go, but I don't.
You're too little.
Am not.
Hey. Here, I want you to put all your trash in this bag and bring it back, okay?
I can put trash in a bag and bring it back.
Oh, and be sure that the fire is completely out before you go to bed. Promise?
Yes, ma'am. I can pour water on a fire.
Throw it in.
Okay. Ready, son?
Yes, sir.
Charlotte Ann, I want you to take very good care of your mom. And listen, I want you to think of something very special that you'd like to do when we get back, okay?
Yes, sir. Can we go to the city?
Sounds like a good idea to me. I could do some real shopping there.
I think that's a great idea. Bye, sweetie. Bye.
Be careful.
Okay. Let's go, son.
Sir. Honey.
Bye. Dragonfly, wait up!
Hurry up!
Dragonfly!
Don't mind Dragonfly. He doesn't mean to be mean. He can't run very fast, you know. I know. What's this? Oh, that? Yeah. It's my new float belt. What's it for? Keeps me afloat if I fall off the boat. Neato. Help me roll the stick. Okay, let's go.
No, it's gonna be at least 5 minutes because he's the fish.
Big Jim,
Yes, sir.
take this. You'll need it to catch that canoe fish. He'll recognize it, but keep it safe and bring it back to me.
What do you think it is? I don't know. I can't see.
Yes, sir.
So long, Mr. Paddler.
So long.
Bye, paddler.
Tell that fish hello for me.
Yes, sir.
Okay, Will.
And we're up to catch the Great Canoe Fish.
And we're off on a wild goose chase. You talk like that again, I'll dump you overboard. Make your stomach. You wouldn't be able to dump me overboard because we've got Mr. Collins in our boat.
Oh, really?
I got a question. A gazillion people have gone after this fish. What makes us think we can catch it?
My dad knows almost everything there is to catching it. And what he doesn't know, the gang does know.
And if the gang knows, we can find out.
Thank you.
I think this is the swamp path we're supposed to take.
Barry, are you sure?
No?
Let's try it.
Maybe we'll see an alligator.
Maybe we will.
That's huge.
Hook?
The hook. That is the hook that old man Paddler used to catch the great canoe fish. The hook that his great-great-grandfather used to start the whole canoe fish legend.
Wow.
How did he start the legend? What'd they go that way for?
His name was Ralph Paddler, and he'd been casting his line to the same fishing hole for 2 days, and he hadn't caught a single fish.
Are they sure they know where they're going?
The funny thing is, he could look down into the water and see several fish swimming around right underneath his nose. So he decided he would take a break and go for a hike. So he headed west, and after about 1 hour, he came to a beautiful waterfall. Now, everybody knows that worms grow great big and fat up at waterfalls, so he scooped up a handful of those worms, and he headed on back to camp. Sure enough, within a minute of baiting his hook with a waterfall worm and casting his line, he had a bite. Wow. 30 minutes later, he caught 15 fish, and he had 2 already cooking over the fire. He sat on his rock and ate, and the sun went down, and the moon came up. And as Ralph's eyes adjusted to the night, he found himself gazing out into the water, looking down at the 2 largest fish he had ever seen his entire life.
2. 2?
2.
Okay.
And Ralph just couldn't resist the urge to take one home as a trophy. He'd be the talk of the entire state. So he tossed, count 'em, 10 fat worms onto his hook and cast out his line. Both fish saw the worms, and then they looked at each other like they were debating about which one was going to get to eat them. Finally, the smaller of the 2 opened up her mouth and clamped down. Ralph set the hook, and what pulled back on the other end of his line felt as big and as strong as a whale. For 3 hours, he fought that fish until finally he pulled her out, the biggest, the most beautiful creature he'd ever seen in his entire life. Exhausted, he lay her down on the rock to die. He unrolled his bedroll and fell fast asleep. A few hours later, he woke up shivering and sweating. He walked over to the rock where his beautiful fish lay. He looked down at the water, and a single pair of lonely but angry eyes met his. Right then and there, he knew he had made a horrible mistake. Ralph knelt down next to his beautiful fish, wishing that he'd just throw her back in the water and let her swim away. But he knew that she was dead, and Ralph couldn't go back to sleep. So before sunup, he had loaded his canoe, and they turned, looked down the water one final time to see that one lonely fish swim straight down into the darkness, swallowed him up. Ralph never saw that fish again.
That's a pretty sad story.
Don't be a silly.
Duck, little Jim!
Well, shucks. I guess this wasn't the right swamp path after all. We better turn around.
guess we'll decide when the time comes.
All right, stop.
I don't like this one. Feels like it's got eyes. Ooh, it's an alligator.
Better figure out where they're going.
Hey, look at the birds.
There it is, there it is. That's the right entrance to the swamp. Let's go that way.
Wow.
Okay.
Nice work, Barry.
Hey, thank you. All right, keep your eyes out for big rocks. We are not more than a few miles away.
Mr. Collins, can I steer?
Sure, I don't see why not. Stay low, we'll switch places. Come on this side.
Yes, sir.
Okay, come on. Careful, watch out for the tent. Bill, hold on to the food.
You guys are gonna tip it. I hope not. All right, Dragonfly, let's go. A paddle! Someone's gonna hold my paddle! I knew it, babe. I knew it. Get the food! Get the food! Get everything! Everybody alright?
Okay?
You okay?
Dragonfly, that was fun!
Let's pull up next to
Yeah.
Where did anybody see the tent?
It's gone. It's sunk.
Dragonfly, what happened? Yeah, I thought you had Mr. Collins in your boat.
Did y'all hit something?
It was like something just came up underneath us and flipped us over.
Really? Huh.
What?
What?
Nothing.
You know what it was.
Maybe.
You okay?
All right, let's help.
Think y'all can help me flip this over?
Yeah, yes, sir, for sure.
Flip it.
Oh, that's nice. That's,
Well, we gotta get it on
Might
dry
need your
land and
help.
empty it. Yeah.
yeah. Here, can you take the paddle?
Yeah, here you go.
Take the paddle. You want this?
No, beachy. Hey, Barry, you know any beachy places?
Circus, you okay?
Yeah, I'm fine. Is everybody quiet out?
It was
Barry.
I don't think we
Is
can
that
do this
one
in the
behind
water.
you?
We're gonna have to get it to the dry land.
Yeah, okay.
It's not gonna work. Unless we just
Let's bring it this way. Bring it to the land.
That way, come on.
unless we pick it up.
Don't forget that floating sleeping bag.
Oh yeah. Where's the green
Guess
one?
I'll be sleeping in this tonight.
Where's the green? Oh, there it is.
Guys, come on this way.
I nominate poetry to sleep in a wet sleeping bag tonight. What do you say?
Yeah. Hey guys, I think we're almost there.
I hope so. I'm tired. You're what? I'm full of energy. That's what I thought. You're gonna need it soon. Let's go.
Hey, look down there. It's a pregnant pig. We're there. Yeah! Woo! Yeah, we finally
Here it is, you guys.
Ew, it really does look like a pregnant pig.
Swell.
Swine, actually.
The Great Canoe Fish could be lurking below us right now. Hi, Dragonfly.
Where are you going?
Dragonfly, you righted yourself very well. All right, who wants to come on first?
I will.
Okay, guys.
No, I got the worms.
I got the best pull.
Yeah, right.
It's the biggest and the fattest of all fishing pools.
Give me a hook. Hooks. Thank you. The hooks are in the tackle box.
I need your hook. I need your hook.
You believe they all went fishing?
Doesn't bother me that we lost the tent. I like sleeping under the stars.
You don't have to help us, Circus. You can go fishing if you want.
Why? They're not gonna catch anything.
Hey, you were listening, weren't you?
Of course.
Well done.
Okay, Tom. You stay here and set up camp. Me and Shorty are going to the waterfall to get worms. Where's the waterfall? East. How do you know that? Because I was listening to Mr. Bowman. Don't even think about trying to fish, Tom.
Bob, I want to come too.
Sorry, the littlest one has to stay here and set up camp. Let's go. I don't mind setting up camp. Let's go.
Where are all the fish?
I don't know.
Don't know at all.
Can't you boys remember anything? You're using the wrong worms.
Oh yeah, supposed to use the fat ones, like at the waterfall.
Yeah.
Let's go.
Y'all, if we go now, we'll be trying to find our way back here in the dark.
Don't even bother to fish. Of course I'm gonna try and fish, Bob. Wasted your breath telling me not to.
I got it! Somebody, come on! Anybody, help me pull it in! Somebody! Just kidding. Y'all ready to go to the waterfall? Problem. Why are you waking us up so early? 6 o'clock in the morning.
You're supposed to get some rest. This is supposed to be a vacation.
No. We need our duty rest, okay? Not adults that go to work every single day.
Y'all, wait up.
Come on, Dragonfly.
Roy Gilbert, please get up now.
You are such a slow
I guess we go help.
Let's get to the waterfall, Dragonfly. Roy Gilbert, get up.
I don't wanna.
Now, can we take a break, please?
Sure, we can take a break. Big Jim, you still got that hook in your pocket, right?
No, sir. I was afraid it might fall out, so I left it in my bedroll.
Okay, I say we have about 3 hours. Tommy, grab a sleeping bag and run it back to camp.
Which one?
The green one. Looks comfortable. Shorty, see what they got to eat. Come on, Shorty. Let's go catch some fish.
We're here, you guys.
It's gigantic.
Big!
Big. Do you want a canoe over that?
Whoa, big.
That'd be a bad idea. Come on, let's keep walking.
Keep on walking.
Okay. Let's go. I'm gonna get like
don't you dare!
It's your arm. No,
My arm?
That's an exaggeration.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Let's keep the kids back there. Close enough.
Splash you.
Mr. Collins,
Dad,
can we get closer?
closer?
I want to see the waterfall.
This is close enough. This is close enough.
Yeah, it's close.
Got me another.
She's pretty.
About 10 more should bring him to the surface. How deep is it around here?
100 feet deep. Dad says it drops off under the rock.
That's why the canoe fish lives here.
And the only way to get him to the surface is to catch a bunch of fish. Then he feels him missing and comes looking for him.
I got a bite.
You think that tastes good roasted over a fire? Ew. No wonder the Great Canoe Fish didn't eat our worms.
I wonder how he got his name.
Barry, should we tell him? Well, whenever a canoe party went in search of the great fish, a canoe got mysteriously flipped over.
Do you think it was the Great Canoe Fish who tipped over our canoe?
How many do we have?
15.
Come on, canoe fish. Where are you?
Bob, we gotta go soon.
No, I can feel him. He's close. He's really, really close. What was that? It's him. Oh, come on, mister. Tom, put 10 worms on my line. Hurry up.
Bob, that thing's gonna pull you in.
And get back and grab hold of my legs. Come on, mister. Come on. Something's wrong. We use the right worms. We use the other fish to lure them to the surface. But we're still missing something. Think, what are we missing? Uh-oh. Time to go.
Come on, Bob.
No, I'll meet you at the curved tree. Come on, Mr. Canoe Fish, come on. Just let me see ya.
I want it. That's mine. But Circus should get it. He's good at fishing without it. Why does Big Jim have to go? Doesn't mean he has to do everything.
Come on, Mr. Canoe Fish. If you at least let me see you, then I won't try to catch you. Fine. You had your chance.
I got a great idea. Where's Tom? 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 Where is he? I don't know.
Mr. Collins, it's time to use the hook. May I get it from my bedroll and put it on my pole?
Big Jim, why don't we catch some smaller fish first and lure them to the surface?
You don't want to use the hook to catch the smaller fish, do you?
But he's already up.
Are you pulling our leg again?
No, I'm not, I promise.
Big Jim, I don't see any sign of him, and I don't feel him either.
Let's just catch some smaller fish first, and then we'll get out the hook, okay?
But, yes, sir.
There. Where? Right there. Hey, got work to do.
I gotta go back to camp.
No, You're coming with me.
But you don't understand. I know what you're missing.
Shut up, Tom. I've got a plan.
I got one.
Hey, all right.
Bring him up here. Yeah, bring him up. Bring him up here, good.
Ooh, he's a beauty. He's a beauty.
All right. Here we go. Into the bucket.
Hey, I think I caught something. Oh man, go away.
Hey, I got one too.
Me too. Mine's huge. So is mine.
Well, this doesn't feel like any fish I've ever caught before.
No. Mr. Bowman, what was that?
Poetry's alligator?
I don't know. That's why I'm asking you.
Oh, I don't know either.
Hey, my hook's gone.
What? Mine too.
Mine's gone too.
So is mine.
So is mine.
Well, do we have any more hooks?
Yeah, in the tackle box. Who moved the tackle box?
Not me.
Well, anybody seen the tackle box?
Where's the rest of our food? Ow! Hey, y'all! Y'all! We found the bush of blackberries. Why don't we go pick some for supper? All of our hooks got taken off of our poles. And we can't find the tackle box. And the 2 bags of food are missing.
Where's my sleeping bag? Where's the hook?
Dragonfly Gilbert, what exactly were you and Shorty Long talking about in the woods the other day?
Well, I only said that we were going on a fishing trip in search of the Great Canoe Fish.
How much you want to bet Big Bob, Tom, and Shorty followed us here?
Have to get that hook back.
We'll go right now. I'll take Dragonfly, Circus, and Poetry. We'll go a mile upriver. Barry, you take the rest of the gang, go a mile downriver. If you find anything, just yell really loud. If we don't find anything, just circle all the way back around behind the camp. We'll meet over there. We'll decide what to do next. Let's go.
You can slow down now. Rush is over.
No, it's not. Here's what you're missing. The hook. I'm going fishing. You can come or not. But if you are, you better follow me. Otherwise, the gang will find you.
How?
Do I have to explain now? Once the gang realizes that their hooks are gone, they'll reach for their tackle box. The tackle box won't be there because we have it.
Then they'll start to look for it. After a while, they'll realize that Big Jim's sleeping bag is gone. Then they'll come look for the person who took it.
Quick, we gotta put these hooks back on their lines.
Big Bob's not gonna do this to us. He's not.
Aha!
Looks like they've already found it.
And they stole all of our good food.
Well, they can't be far. We'll find them. We'll stash all this stuff someplace near the camp. Let's go.
What?
Poetry, come on.
These are Bill's binoculars.
I'll take it from here.
There they are.
Found their camp, but not them.
Bill, I believe these belong to you.
Excuse us for a minute, kids.
I'm hungry.
How can you even think about food at a time like this?
Okay, Barry and I are gonna keep looking for a little while longer. You kids go back to the camp, build a fire so that we can cook some dinner, and keep fishing.
By the time we get back, you'll have lured the fish to the surface and we will have the hook.
There he is.
Do you see him?
No, water's too muddy.
Come on, Mr. Canoe Fish. Got the right hook now. We're not leaving this time. What do? We stay right here till we catch him.
Come on, Mr. Canoe Fish. No, you want those worms. Take them.
I got him!
Listen, I'm pulling.
Pull harder, guys. We are pulling. Sorry, y'all. You're too late. It's ours.
I got Bob.
Shorty, I got the fishing pole.
I'm going in after.
I got this close to him. He said he was ready to die. He was glad that we came, but he didn't want to be a trophy on somebody's wall. He wouldn't let me take the hook. Said that we owed it to him to let him keep it.
Mom.
I don't think you could, little Jim. Big Jim, you know how to make a shelter to keep yourself dry?
Yes, sir.
Why don't you and the rest of the gang get some sticks and Mr. Collins and I'll go grab some big branches, okay?
Yes, sir.
everyone. Searching for sticks to build my shelter has made me starving!
The fish is almost cooked, Poetry.
I wonder if Bob, Tom, and Shorty know how to make a shelter.
Doubt it.
Well, I think we should go show them, just so they don't get wet.
Are you crazy?
No. Well, maybe a little.
It's a good idea. It's just...
I'll go. If you'll go.
You guys want me to go with you?
No thanks.
Okay. Just be back before the storm hits.
Yes, sir.
You want to stay dry? No, I want to get all wet.
Look, we came all the way over here just so we can show you how to build a shelter if you want us to.
Good thing Bill didn't come. Okay.
Here, help us find some sticks.
Shorty, stay dry.
Mr. Bowman, do you think Owen Paddler will be upset that we lost his hook?
Huh. No. I think in this case, the lost hook is just another reality that's going to make the legend of the Great Canoe Fish even bigger.
Do you think anybody will ever catch him again?
No. No, I don't.
Good.
And you know, that means that all you kids are now part of the legend. Even Dragonfly.